Ryan held a live talk and shared exactly how he found a deal that brings in £2,378 PCM and how he structured this deal so you can do the same. Ryan also shares how this deal was done with no money left in the deal. Plus, he receives 4k to do this and it earns £2,378 PCM, which seems unimaginable to most people until you listen to this talk. He also breaks down everything in detail so that you can go and find your own deals and replace the average UK salary right now using these tactics. Show me the money on Wednesday. If you have a deal right now and you don't know the best way to structure it, if you post a deal in the community group on Facebook called Property Crash Course, Ryan will help you unlock hidden profits and save you from locking yourself into a loss on those bad deals that every property sourcer wants you to buy.
Here we go. Okay, brilliant. So we're live now, live on Facebook, some Facebook groups, some Facebook pages. We're also live on TikTok over here, and then it's restreamed on multiple other platforms at the same time. So what is this all about? Okay, now this particular live, I'm literally going to share with you guys a live deal structure to show you where the money is in this particular deal. Okay. This is part of on my podcast. It's called It's Just Business. Every Wednesday, I show you the money with deal structuring deals, your deals, my deals, other investors' deals. People call in with deals. People email deals. People send deals to us on our private Facebook group. It's a community. It's very simple. If you want to join it, all you need to do is go to www.propertycrashcourse.com. It's 100% free. Every week we go through a new deal and a new deal structure. Deals that I've done, deals that I'm helping other people with to show them where the money is in their deal. Okay, so how to earn £2,378 a month from a property that you rent, okay? Now, this is a live deal that we've just done, guys, okay? This is a live deal that we've just done. We're in May now, and it's happened now. Literally, yesterday was the day that it was all agreed, and the deal is going through. Dotting the I's and the T's, etc., to tying up all the loose ends. This is a new deal we've just done in the heart of the pandemic. In the heart of the pandemic. Anybody who tells you they can't find property deals right now is lying, or they're doing something wrong. Anybody that says this can't be done is lying or doing something wrong, or they're just trying to sell you some overcomplicated crap to make you think that you need them or you need to buy their training or something like that. We don't do any training. We don't offer any training. We don't sell any training. We're not a training company. We're doing these deals in all markets, in all cycles, in all climates. We're doing these deals, okay? We make money from doing the deals, not selling the how to do the deals. Maybe you're wondering, why are we streaming this? Why are we on social? Why are we on Facebook? Why are we on Twitter? Why are we on TikTok? Why are we in the Facebook group? Why is this streamed everywhere? It creates a bigger network. It's free branding for my company. It finds investors like yourselves that we give everything to get you up to speed, and then you bring deals to me, to my company. You come to me with partnerships. You come to me when you need funding. You come to me when you need your deal structuring, and we work together. That's the truth. That's why I'm giving this content away for free, giving this information away for free, teaching all of you guys here 100% free. We don't sell any shitty courses or anything like that. It's completely free. You go and find your own deals. We're happy to help you along your journey, and then we'll come together at some point. Maybe you need some help. Maybe you need some money. Maybe you need a joint venture. Maybe you need something that you guys will probably need, and you will think, hold on a minute. Where did I get all of this information from? Where did I get all this help from? Who supported me the most? Who hasn't charged me anything? Who hasn't tried to sell me some crappy little course? Okay? We don't sell courses. Here to help you guys. That's the reason behind this. If you're wondering, an objection, well, why would you be giving this away for free? Anyway, let me take you deep into this particular deal. Okay. It's a deal that I've just done in my company. Okay? I'm showing you how it's worth a headline figure of £2,378 every single month. I'm going to break down exactly how I found the deal, how I put the deal together, and why it's worth that amount of money. Okay, so first of all, well, now you guys know what this is all about. How to make, £2,300 a month from a property that you rent. You don't have to buy it. You don't need a mortgage. You haven't got to put big amounts of money down. I'll show and share with you exactly how much money I put down on this particular deal as I walk you through it step by step, live right now. I have my pen. I have my calculator. I have some paper. That's all the notes I've got so far. And it's just live. I'm going to show you exactly how I put the deal together, how I found it, how I structured it, where the money is, how you guys can do the same, okay? This is not rocket science. It can be done right now, even during the pandemic. Forget buying some overpriced shitty course that you need. Just forget that. They make it very, very overcomplicated. They overcomplicate it deliberately to make you guys think that you need to buy some super duper all bells and whistles and overpriced thing and join this thing and pay this mastermind and do this mentorship and all that crap. Forget that. You don't need any of that. I will help you guys. And you've got Google. Google, as Gary Vee says. Just fucking Google it. You can Google it. You can Google most of it. Anyway, here we go. So, how does this work? Finding a property that you can rent and finding properties. This particular property I'm sharing with you right now is actually 73.67% below the market rent. Did you hear that? It's 73.67% below the market rent. That's no lie. It's below the market rent. If you want to learn how to get properties right now, nearly 75% below the market rent, and you can re-rent them, sublet them ethically with consent from the landlord, and this is from an estate agent, with consent, then you're in the right place. Okay, so let me walk you through the numbers. Let me just take you straight into the numbers. Okay, so there's a property which had tenants in. Okay, let me give you some background, some context. The property had tenants in, okay? This is a 6-bedroom property, right? 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. And guess where the property is? In a university city. It's in a university city. So, this property was set up for students. It's a HMO. That means house of multiple occupancy, okay? It's a shared house, fully licensed, all the bells and whistles, everything's already done. No conversions, no applying to the council for licenses. You don't need to do anything at all done, wrapped up with a pretty bow, like a nice little cake. And it's like, here's the deal, okay? It's just handed to you. Here's the deal, all done. No need to convert it, no need to do any work, no need to apply for council planning permissions, Article 4, all this other crap, just forget that. No need to put fire doors in, main smoke alarms and all of that crap. Just forget that. This has already been done. You're getting the deal on a platter, already done, ready to go, just for you. Like a little cake. There you go. Already done, okay? Who wants deals like this? Because I don't want to put all the work in, put all the time in, put all the effort in, find the property, buy the property, put loads of money in, mortgage deposits, solicitors, all of the other crap that goes with it, the risk that the market might rise, it might stay the same, it might fall, it might crash, and you've lost money, and then it takes 3 months to buy it, then all the other crap, then you've got to spend all the money. Forget that. You don't need to do any of that. Wait for somebody who's already done it. This is how we find the deals. Already done it. It's already wrapped up with a pretty bow. Like this cake. Yeah? Like this cake. Already wrapped up like a cake. Boom. Okay, so here we go. Let's go into this in a bit more depth. So this is a 6-bedroom, fully licensed student property. It's very simple. It's just a student property. Okay? Student property. Already done. 6 bedrooms. Now, this used to rent for, the local market rent in this particular city by the uni is just under £550 per calendar month. Now, those figures are set because the agents know they can achieve that because the prices that the university halls charge per month is normally in the region of where the local agents will set. It's like price fixing. Price fixing? That's not really good, is it? It's like price fixing, what the agents do, not what we do. That's how they normally get this figure of where the room rent is for students. Price fixing, okay? Right, so anyway, forget that. And it's £538, okay? So £538 per calendar month. If you multiply that right now on a calculator, 538 per calendar month. Times that by 6 rooms equals 3,228. I'm going to show you that. £3,228 every single month. That's what this property will rent for and used to rent for when the group of 6 tenants moved into this particular property around about June or September of last year, the year before, okay? Remember that figure, £3,228. Now I'm going to show you how we got that property for... I shouldn't even say it out loud. I'm going to show you. Can you see that? That's how much we paid for this property. Can you see that? Actually, the podcast, I need to share with you guys because this is on the podcast as well. It's 850. I'm going to have to whisper it because it's actually quite abusive, this figure. 850 per calendar month. 850. Okay, so what's the difference? 3,228 that this 6-bedroom property rented for, okay, down to 850. 2,378. Boom. That's where we got the number from. 2,378, which is exactly what the title of this talk is called. How to earn £2,378 per calendar month from a property that you rent. Have you got that? Brilliant. Okay, let's go. So, 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 538 a room, 6 rooms, 3228 rental money coming in, okay? We pay $850. I'm going to show you exactly how we do it as well and how we did it, how you can do it, how we structure it, and everything else that you need in between. So don't go anywhere. Make sure, guys, any of you guys, you want to find out more, there's nothing for sale. Just want to put that out there. There's nothing for sale. We don't sell anything. We don't sell any training. We don't sell any crap, these courses, things. We're just showing you guys how to make money from property because you will find some deals and you'll bring some of those deals back to me, back to my company, for me to structure them, to joint venture with me, for me to put the money in, to me to fund them, to finance them, to deal with the problems, to challenges, unravel them, and just help you. And we'll do some joint ventures together. We'll do some deals together. That's why I'm here doing this. In case you had any objections, wondering why the hell is this guy doing this? What's he trying to sell? Get that crap out the way so you can just listen and understand exactly how to make money from property right now today. Just right now today, okay? Just get that out of the way. Just get it out of the way straight away. There's nothing for sale. If you go across to www.propertycrashcourse.com, you'll join a private community that I have. This is just a taster of one deal. It's a brand new private community where I bring you more value than this every single day. Call it free mentoring. Call it free coaching. Call it free money. Call it free business advice. Just call it whatever you want, just so you guys know it's 100% free. So make sure you go there, propertycrashcourse.com, so you can get instant updates whenever these go live. The second these go live, and I have one that goes live 5 days a week. 5 days a week, okay? When you're in this brand new community. Anyway, let's get back into the numbers for this deal. Whew. Actually, I need a little sip. Vitamin C. Let's have some vitamin C. Hold on 1 second. If you're a landlord and you don't know how to increase your rent up to 199% using booking.com, then you're making a big mistake. Because every £1,000 of rent is now returning £3,000 every single month on booking.com. And you never have to evict a tenant again. I'm serious. Anyways, I created an ebook. It's called the Rent Arbitrage Machine. So I can show you exactly how you can increase your rent up to 199% on your own rental properties. Just head over to theyrentanyhome.com/free book and just tell me where to send your free copy. I get so excited I have to slow myself down so you can hear me properly, so I'm not just rambling, talking fast, excited, property, money, business. Just slow down a little bit, Ryan. Okay, anyway, so £2,378 every single month this property makes. Let me give you the background. This was rented to a group of students. This only works right now, guys, so you have to be quick. You have to be quick if you want to do this. This strategy, one strategy, is great for now, right now. An overview of this property. It rents for £538 a room. There's 6 rooms. That works out at £3,228 a month, okay? We secured this property at £850 a month, which means it leaves us a gross profit of £2,378 a month, okay? Now, how did we find this property? This property was with a letting agent. So a letting agent had already let this property the student year before, okay, September. The group of students obviously got into some financial trouble, combined with the university is now finished because of the pandemic. So everybody has gone home. There was no need for the students to stay in the property. So they've all gone back home. They've all left. The uni's closed. So these group of students, these tenants have left. Okay, there was 2 left the other day, so they're all leaving slowly, going back home, okay? So that means the property would be empty. The student year doesn't start again until September. So the property would be empty from now to September. There's no way a landlord or a letting agency can rent the property to a new group of students now because nobody wants to pay now and nobody would start a contract now because their uni course starts in September. Okay, so what does that mean? What it means for you, all of you guys listening to this right now, is there's massive opportunities in the market right now, even during the pandemic. Don't worry about what anybody else says. This can't be done. You can't make any money. Everything's closed. We're still making money. This is a deal that my company just done and entered into yesterday. We've just done this deal yesterday. This is not a new deal for us, or not a new strategy. This is a new deal, sorry, but it's not a new strategy. We've been doing it before. We've been doing it we've been doing it last year. We've been doing it before then. We've got multiple properties like this. The landlords or the investors, they buy them, they put the deposits in, they put all the money in, they do all the work, they get the license, they apply to the council, they find things and everything else, refurbish them, so they're fantastic. And then they bring them to us on a pretty little bow, all wrapped up like a little cake, when they're all nice and everything's done, and we just rent them. And we get to rent them way below the market rent. This particular property is 73.67 below the market rent. Why is that? We only got it at that rate of £850 because otherwise it would sit empty until September. What landlord would want their property to sit empty until September? Not many. On top of what they're losing in rent, they obviously have to pay their mortgage. On top of that, they have to pay for the utilities. If it sits there empty, council tax still needs to be paid. Internet, Wi-Fi still needs to be paid. The water needs to be paid. There's electricity standing charges and things like that. That all needs to be paid. Nice to have you on here. Eat Pure Organic 01. Tag 20, Tag 2020. Ragnar, Miles, Amar, Labisha, Sabasai, Sinful, Katrap, Siavnu Hinda Suviaku, Mimarox, Vichy, Iribak, Sabasi, Peggy, Calm. There's lots of you guys. Nice to have all of you on here, okay? Hope that you guys are getting some value from this talk. So, the landlord doesn't want the property to sit empty. So what do? We let agents and estate agents know that we're happy to rent any property they have that is empty like this. Anything empty that you have. And we particularly ask for student properties, shared properties, because we know as investors that the property, oh, brilliant, Tag, really appreciate that. Tag has just shared this live, okay? So Tag, we really appreciate that. What I'm gonna do for you, Tag, is I'm gonna help you at a much deeper level for sharing this live, okay? So anybody who shares it, I'm gonna give you something free, a free gift, okay, that you're gonna love. It's gonna help you make money and help you go forward faster, help you turn this into a real business, help you replace your salary. So I really appreciate that. Tag 2020 has shared this. Tag, make sure that you send us your email address. We're gonna do something special for you because you shared this, okay? So just make sure you've sent it to me as a message or you post it here in the chat, something like that. So we'll make sure we do something special for you. Brilliant, Tag, appreciate that. The hearts and everything else, brilliant. And Sebastiai as well has shared the live, really appreciate that. Any of you guys want to share the live with your network, with your friends, I'm going to do something special for every single one of you to help you make this a real success, you know, learn some property tactics that work right now and you don't need any money. You can buy a house for £1. It's something completely different, but it works right now. There's 5 tactics that work right now. I'm going to give all 5 to you guys, which are talks that I held to investors, to entrepreneurs, to business people with the only strategies that work right now in this pandemic. I'm going to give it all to all of you guys for free in a second. Just bear with me, but make sure you've sent me your email address so I can do a lot more for you guys. And if any of you want to get on a live call, like a live mastermind session, so we can go deeper into this, it's completely free. Make sure you send me your email. Make sure you've put it in the comments. Send it to me, guys, or your handle, however I can get hold of you, and I will put you on a live mastermind call. So you get to ask questions live. We'll do it over Zoom, something like that, so we can go deeper. So anything else that you need to know so you can, you know, make this a real success, I want to help you and be responsible for that, okay? So it's to show you how much I really appreciate all of you guys on here sharing this live with your network, with your friends on whatever social platform you're on, okay? That's brilliant. So, back to the deal. So it makes £2,378 a month, this property. And it's only because, this is very important, the timing. Everything is about timing. If you can imagine, if you went in September and said, or sorry, before September, well, if you went in, say, well, because the student year starts in September, you don't get these deals at any other point in the year, okay? You don't get these deals at any other point because there's no landlord that could get, you know, £3,228 a month for his property, which they do get. There's no way he's going to let it or rent it to me or to you for 73.67 below the market rent at £850. It's just unheard of. He wouldn't do it because there's enough students at that time to rent the property. When the student year has started, the further you get into the student year, when they haven't found a tenant, is the more motivated they are to rent the property to you, to my company, to me, because the students are all in. Otherwise, the consequence will be the property sits empty all the way until next September, which costs them a fortune every single month. So that's the reason why this works. And because of what's happened with the pandemic, it's a terrible thing, of course, the pandemic. You know, my thoughts and prayers go out to the families and friends and loved ones who are suffering or who's died or who's got the virus or, you know, their life has been impacted in a negative way because of it. That's terrible. That's horrendous. That's completely out of my control. I'm talking about how you can still profit during the pandemic or get rich during the pandemic. And I said it. Rich and pandemic in the same sentence. Some people won't like that, won't like to hear that, okay? But it's a completely separate thing. But there's opportunities to be made. It's created more opportunities, and I want to help you guys. Plain Cocaine 365. Nice to have you on here. Brilliant name. Brilliant name. And I just want to help you guys to show you where the money is, to show you where the money is in these deals, to show you what to look for. I mean, if one of these deals that you got just from listening to this talk, and it helps you replace your salary right now, then that's just fantastic. That's just amazing. Okay, so it only works at certain times of the year when all the students are in. Okay, so right now, this landlord, all the students have left because they've run out of money and the college or the unis have cancelled all the courses. They don't need to be here, okay? Maybe their funding's gone and everything else, but they've left. Because they've left, the property would sit empty now. Zubs, nice to have you on here, 1698. Is that your date of birth? 1698? Of course not.
Make sure you've subscribed, because tomorrow you'll get problems, challenges, and opportunities on Thursday. Every Thursday, Ryan takes you deep inside his business, sharing his problems, walks you through his challenges, talks about the opportunities that you only find once you've broken through the wall. That's the secret that every entrepreneur discovers, because the biggest problem in your business today usually becomes your greatest opportunity and asset tomorrow.
So, they don't want the property sitting empty. It would cost them a fortune to sit empty. That's the only reason why they've accepted our offer at £850 a month. So that means 3228 is what it used to rent for, okay? 3228 minus 850, what we now pay, what you could pay if you find these in your own city, is generating £2,378 gross profit per calendar month if we rented it at that price. Now the reality is we're not going to get 538 a room. That's the reality, okay? So 538 is what they used to get. The reality is we're not going to get 538 a room, okay? Right now we've got the rooms listed at 450, okay? So in reality, because of the climate, the time of year, we want to get them rented fast. So before we start paying, we want to have already found the tenants, so it doesn't cost us any money at all. If we held out for the 538, we may not rent all the rooms and then we lose money. So we bring them down to 450 right now. It's aggressive, it's low, but we know we list the advert, we'll have a dozen people interested in the 6 rooms across probably the next 7 days at the absolute most, okay? So 450, let's look at the numbers. 450 times by 6, that's 2,700, okay? 2700. 2,700 minus what we paid, it's 850, is 1,850 profit. 1,850, that's the gross profit, okay? 1,850. Painkiller 3, brilliant name. Nice to have you on here. So that would make a gross profit every single month of 1,850. Now there is some expenses to pay out of that. There is some bills and things to pay out of that. Now you could charge the tenants or charge them a bit more, but in this climate right now, we're including the bills, okay? So take off, say, 300, okay? So if you minus 300 from that, it leaves £1,550, okay? Now that property will make us the net figure of £1,550 right now, okay? Now that's only because it would make a lot more, but because of the market, we got it lower. Because of the market we're going to put it into to rent it, it needs to be lower. Now the trick is there is no students, so you don't go to the student market. This is the tactic. This is the switch. This is the trick. You take that property out of the student market and you now rent it to professionals. So you now find professionals. It's advertised as a professional room, okay? Or even stroke mature student, but there's not many around, so professional room. So you take it out of the student market, Amar, nice to have you on here, and you put it into the professional rental market, okay? So now you're attracting professionals, you're attracting key workers, you're attracting security guards, you're attracting people that work for the NHS, people that work from the hospital, people that want to self-isolate, people that just want to be away from their families because they may work in high-risk areas. And then you've got contractors, builders, anybody moving, people that are in between, in transition. You've got people stuck in hotels. This works right now. It's very, very easy to rent the rooms because it all comes down to price. Remember, should be 538. We're bringing them down to 450. It's a massive difference. It creates the attention, creates the interest, quick, the desire. So that's £1,550, okay? Anybody on here would like an extra £1,550 a month? Just let me know if that's something that any of you guys would like. £1,550 right now during the pandemic. Extra money? Fantastic. Okay. Now, how much did this deal cost us? This deal only cost us 1 month's rent to put down. Okay, so to get that 1,550 a month, it costs us 1 month's rent to put down. So that is £850 in. Okay, the deposit we have only offered to pay 3 weeks rent. Okay, we're not paying the 5 weeks rent. We're not paying all of that crap. We normally pay 2 weeks rent. Sometimes we pay no deposit. Right now we can get away with 3 weeks rent. So let's just do the 850 times 12 months equals that. Divide that by 52 weeks equals that. And let's times that by 3 weeks equals that. So 588. 58846. So it's actually £588 plus 850 is all we put down on this property, okay? Which is £1,438. £1,438, okay? That's what we put in to get into this deal. 6-bedroom, HMO, student property, fully licensed, all the bells and whistles, all the work's done, brand new carpets, brand new decoration, brand new beds, everything. We're going to make £1,550 net every single month. So we put in £1,438. That's all we're putting into this deal. And the deal is ours. That's it. Then every month we pay the rent, which is $850, okay? But remember, the second we rent this to our tenants, this is what comes in. This is what comes in. So we've just paid £1,500, right? We're going to collect 6 times 450. We're going to collect 2,700 in rent. So 2,700 in rent, which is 6 people paying 450. Okay, 2,700 coming in plus 2,700, which is 1 month's rent as a deposit. So we're going to collect 2,700 rent. We're going to collect 2,700 as a deposit. Okay, so in total we're collecting 5,400. In total we collect 5,400. Okay, we're paying out 1,438. So let's look at that. 5,400 comes in. We're paying out 1,438. So basically, to enter into this deal that is going to make us a net profit of £1,500 every single month, well, 1,550. We're going to have to put 1,438 in, and we get 5,400 back, which means it's a net income that we've been given, okay, that we've been given to enter into this deal, £3,962. So for us to make £1,550 a month, we're actually going to be getting £4,000 back. Does that make sense? So to enter into this deal, to make money from this deal that any of you guys can, this is renting a property and then re-renting it, subletting it ethically with consent, okay? You're given £4,000 to enter into this deal. So 1,438 leaves your bank account. 5,400 comes back from the tenants. That means you're now sitting on £4,000. So you put no money into the deal in the end, and you've got £4,000 in your account for doing this deal. Tell me, how many of these deals would you like to do? If everyone puts £4,000 into your bank account, as soon as you've entered into the deal and found the tenants, and then if it puts £1,500, well, 1,550 into your bank every single month as net profit, how many of these deals would you guys like to do? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. How many of these would you like to do? Remember, there's nothing for sale here, guys. We've got a private community I want you guys to go over to right now, where we can share. We share this 5 days a week. This is just one talk. 5 days a week I give this talk on different strategies, different deals, different things, okay? So definitely Definitely as many as you can, okay? So what I want all of you guys to do is to join this private group. It's completely free. And I share this 5 days a week, different deals. I look at your deals. I look at other people's deals. I share the deals that we've just done, okay? So there is money to be made. There is opportunities to be made. We don't charge anything at all for this, guys. You need to head over to propertycrashcourse.com. Just head over to the website, propertycrashcourse.com. This is one strategy out of 5 strategies that I share with you guys. And then as soon as you're inside, you get access to the private community where I stream these videos, okay? This is just one I'm doing out here for you guys, okay? We stream these in the community. There's 5 different talks in there waiting for you straight away. How to buy properties for £1. You probably think it's unbelievable. That's correct. That's the right address. propertycrashcourse.com. Just head over there, guys. Jump on the page, put your name, put your email in. It takes you straight inside a private group. It gives you 5 strategies. This is what's inside. How to buy a house for £1. You probably think it's madness, unheard of. But right now, we've done this in the aftermath of 2008 crash. You can buy a property for £1. Seems unbelievable, but when you get inside, you listen to that talk and you'll understand exactly how you can do the same. How to rent properties, student properties, HMOs up to 75% below the market rent. That is what I'm talking about with you guys right now, just scratching the surface, okay? It shows you how to find properties with £25,000 to £50,000 equity in that you're only putting £1 down for, okay? The 4th strategy is showing you how to buy properties today for £1, but you don't have to pay for them until later, way down the line. 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, when they've made a lot more money and then you pay for them then. But you've made a hell of a lot of money, okay? And then the other strategy is how to raise money, how to raise 4,000, 6,000, 9,000, even up to £14,000 from a property that you just rent. I just showed you, just scratched on the surface, that you'll be getting paid £4,000 to rent this property. I'm going to show you how you can do that on a much bigger scale and get up to £14,000 every time you do a deal. Every time you do a deal. Every time you do a deal. Every time you enter into a deal. That's on that page, guys. It's called propertycrashcourse.com. It's completely free, where I take you deep inside, give you 5 talks on those tactics, those strategies to help you guys, okay? Now, I really appreciate you sharing this, posting it on social, sharing it on here on this platform, and I'll make sure that I do something extra for you guys. So you guys that shared this already, I want you to make sure you sent me your email, make sure you sent me how I can contact you, and I'll invite you onto something to give you guys a bit more value. We do this 5 days a week, okay? 5 days a week, right? Brilliant. Okay. So, does anybody else have any more questions? If you do, just post them in the chat window. I hope you got some value from this. Just let me know. Did anybody get any value from this? Was this valuable listening to this talk? Yeah. Great show. Brilliant. Sebastian, really appreciate that. Did you get some value from this, guys? I really hope that you did. I hope that you shared some insights into one strategy that we use in my business, a strategy that you guys can go away and use right now in your business, or you can turn this into a business. So there's no excuses for you to not be ready to make money, because when this pandemic is over, you want to be at when the lights go green, when this pandemic is over and everybody's allowed out and back to work, then you can obviously be in a Ferrari, ready, not bought a Ferrari, I mean you can be in a Ferrari, ready to put your foot on the gas and go, okay? Ready to put your foot on the gas and go. Instead of the people that have been sitting at home watching Netflix, doing their nails, just on social media, doing all that crap, and they've done nothing to prepare themselves, okay? Right now, I want you to make sure you go to that website, propertycrashcourse.com. I can give you more of this information, more help. It's completely free. There's nothing for sale. We don't sell courses or any of that crap. And then you're inside our private group. We've just created this private group this week for you guys, where we're helping every single one of you in there. You will find your own deals. You'll bring some of those deals back to the community. You'll end up maybe needing some money for some of your bigger deals, which my company can put in. We'll do some deals together, some joint ventures together and things like that. So it's a brand new community we've created. Okay, guys? So I really appreciate your comments. One other thing as well. I have a business podcast. This will be on the podcast, okay? This episode will be on the podcast. That goes out 5 to 7 days a week as well. There's tactics, strategies, tools around business, property investment, entrepreneurship. So any of you guys want to listen to that when you're in the gym, well, if you can go back to the gym or anything like that, it's just Apple Podcasts, okay? It's called It's Just Business. It's Just Business. So if you head over to Apple Podcasts, it's called It's Just Business, obviously with myself, Ryan Otto, and 5 days a week. I also take you deep behind the scenes into tactics, strategies, how you guys can make more money right now, replace the average salary, and stop exchanging your time for money. I hope you got some value from this episode today. I would love to hear your thoughts and all of you guys that are inside. I'm really excited to see you in that community, and I would love to know your thoughts. Okay, Sebastian, at least someone not trying to sell a course. I know it's saturated. The market is saturated. We've been doing this I've been investing for 2 decades now, so that's 20 years. And it would be interesting to see if those guys that sell courses would actually just spend their time focusing on doing deals instead of sharing how to do deals instead of actually doing the deals. They would make a lot more money. So maybe that's a sign. Maybe that tells you something about these people that just sell courses. Maybe that says something. Okay? Anyway, I really appreciate all of you on here. Can't wait to see you inside the Property Crash Course. Those who can't do teach. Yeah, they really do. Okay? Can't wait to see you inside propertycrashcourse.com, and just give you guys more value. Have a lovely weekend.
He's a #1 Amazon bestseller. He's an NLP manipulator. He's a property course seller. He's a Lamborghini driving multi-millionaire property guru. Forget that same old boring I am me narcissistic podcast format, because nobody gives a fuck. This podcast is all about you. So I'm taking these few seconds to thank you for subscribing, to thank you for leaving your 5-star reviews, and thank you for sharing this show with all of your friends. My team and I will keep bringing you these episodes and answering all of your burning questions in my Facebook community group called Property Crash Course. If you can just keep telling all of your friends about this show.